Hello, my name is Essel, the DJ from Lagos, Nigeria. This is for UPENDO. We toured Mumbai, Delhi, and Ibadan, and to see people singing the songs word for word was really amazing. And for me as a DJ as well, it was a career shift for me as well. Like, okay, so Afrobeat has taken me to another continent. Afrobeat is just getting started. Like, in fact, we've just scratched the surface. Like, we're not even there yet, to be honest with you. And I feel like it's gonna be very, very, very big, so. Started DJing professionally 2 years ago, but back in university, I used to DJ. Even while I was growing up, at home, I was very exposed to music because my dad used to be a custom officer, and he would bring home vinyls. He was a music lover, so I couldn't sing and I couldn't rap, so I felt like, what's the best? Or what's my entry point into like music? So I started like mixing music together. Before then, I'd say I've done like a lot of things, from PR to event management, to marketing as well, and advertising. But then after a while, I started DJing professionally. So I've known Rema for, since he got signed. I was part of his rollout campaign, his first EP. Luckily for me, I witnessed his growth, so I'm very lucky to have witnessed his growth, and also to have been privileged to tour with him as well. My story with Rema started last year. That was September last year, I think, yeah. So I was going to vacation in France. I came to France just for vacation. Then a friend called me and said, that we're having an Afrobeat party, like an Independence Day party, the Nigerian community in there. They have a party in Austria. Do you want to come play? I'm like, sure, why not? So I go into France, spend like a night in France. The following day, I flew to Austria. Then I spinned, Then Rema's manager reached out to me and said, look, since you're in Europe, we're touring Europe soon, and we need a DJ that's gonna tour. Are you up for it? I'm like, sure, why not? And luckily for me, the first city we went to was Cologne. We went to Germany, and it was my birthday. So that was major for me, because I remember we were on stage midway through the performance, through Rema's performance. He called me out on stage and said, this is my DJ. This is his first time touring with me, and it's his birthday as well. And everybody sang happy birthday for me. It was so emotional. I almost cried that day, because I felt like this is just me, maybe 5-7 months into DJing, and I'm already DJing on a global stage, with one of Africa's biggest stars. That was really, really a milestone for me, to be honest with you. It was a major shift in my career. I remember we went from Germany, we went to Amsterdam. From Amsterdam, we went to Belgium. From Belgium, we went to Denmark. That was my first time in all of these countries, We toured about 5 countries, and that was like a major boost in my career, to be honest with you. That's how I started DJing for Rema. Yeah, we went to India. India. The India story is so amazing because, Rema did an interview some years back and said, that people said he sound Indian, and he said something. He said, why can't our music travel to Asia? Why can't people hear our songs in Afrobeats in Asia? And he said that, and how many years down the line, I'm already like witnessing this. Sometimes we call him a prophet because he says these things because he knows where he's going to be honest with you. So to be alive to witness that, and not just one city, like we toured Mumbai, Delhi, and Ibadan, and to see people singing the songs word for word was really amazing. And for me as a DJ as well, it was a career shift for me as well. Like, okay, so Afrobeat has taken me to another continent, So for me, it was a major shift. To be honest, I really don't know how to describe him. I feel like he's a genius, to be honest with you, when it comes to music. Like, I feel like that guy is from another dimension. Like, he has said it. And it's one thing for you to see all those people sing about who they are or what they are. It's one thing to experience them firsthand in the studio. Rema is an amazing lyricist. Like, it's from a different dimension. Let me just put it that way, because I've been privileged to. There's this song that he did. It's called "Woman." It's a big song. I was privileged to be on that song. Like, I was in the studio. Then there was a particular line in that song that I wrote to as well. And all I can tell you is that I really do not know where his inspiration comes from. Like, when he spits those lines, it's always like I get goosebumps, Even while DJing for him, most times, like, seeing him in person perform is another level of experience as it is. The thing about him is so deliberate about his career, so intentional about his craft that he plans like 15 steps ahead. Like, he already knows where he wants to be in the next 2 years. He already knows how his career is meant to shape in the next 2 years. And he always wants people who aligns with his vision and his dream, So I think it's an amazing, it's a blessing to this generation, to be honest with you. Like, that's how I'm going to describe it. Funny because where I used to work, like the record label I used to work with, that's Maven Records. When we have meetings and there's like strategy sessions where they say, the end goal for this music that has been created or whatever we're doing now is to be able to create like a borderless Africa through music, like, and it's so amazing to see that in my lifetime, music is actually opening borders. Music is like your gateway. Music is like your passport or your visa to every other country or every other continent. It's amazing to witness this because, back in the day, we would sit down and say, okay, people would send us videos of people singing to some of the talent songs, like some of the artists on the roster. Like, for instance, let's say, like a Korede Bello, you used to be signed to Maven Records. Back in the day, when we see people from China dancing to an Afrobeat song, sometimes we feel like, okay, maybe this is staged or somebody just paid for it. Like, it's a paid, because there's like paid promotions or paid marketing gimmick, whatever it is. But to be able to travel to those countries and actually see people sing it word for word, and this is not a paid promotion thing or it's not a paid marketing, thing. I can witness it myself. Like, I can see in real time how this music has traveled to this continent is an amazing thing, to be honest with you. I feel like Afrobeat is like, to be honest with you now, it's like our biggest export as Africans. Like, that's like our currency now. I can tell you categorically that the places I travel to, and when I say on the mic before I start my set and say, I go by the name Essel, the DJ, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Immediately I say Lagos, Nigeria, the crowd goes wild because they know that this guy is coming from where Afrobeat originated from. This guy, he knows about Afrobeat, so they want to hear Afrobeat, tunes, So in my lifetime, I'm so blessed to witness the growth of Afrobeat. And in fact, as a matter of fact, we're just starting, to be honest with you, because, the likes of Rema, there's still like many more hits coming, So I feel, and not just Rema, like, the young cats as well, like, Oxlade, the Ashake, like the Black Bones, like so many of them, like the music is crossing border. Buju as well, like Ira Star, like the music is crossing boundaries. Like, I was in Toronto, like I played 2 of Ira's songs and they were singing it word for word. I'm like, wow, this is really amazing, to be honest with you. So I'd say that Afrobeat is just getting started. Like, in fact, we've just scratched the surface. Like, we're not even there yet, to be honest with you. And I feel like it's going to be very big you know. So that's what it is, you know, honestly. It's amazing that you asked me this question, because I remember doing an interview. This was 2 years ago, 2021 precisely, before I traveled to France. They asked me the same question, and my response was that I want to play on major stages across the world. And maybe a year down the line was my first gig in Cologne with Rema, which was a very major stage, you know. So now this question again is coming up, and I'm excited because I feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I'm just scratching the surface. I've not been to Brazil before. I've not been to Hong Kong before. I've not been to China before. So basically, like, the story is just, you know, it's being written gradually. Like, the plan is play on major stages, create a borderless Africa through music. Like I said, Afrobeat is like my visa right now. I can go into any door and say, yeah, I'm an Afrobeat DJ. I know about Afrobeat. Immediately I say that, they open the door for me, because that's like the new currency right now, you know. So that's my goal is, you know, reach out more to countries where Afrobeat is gaining, and be the one to pioneer Afrobeat in those countries, basically.